Thank you for checking in with me right now. If you've been watching any of my previous videos, you know that number one, I have a motorcycle. She's actually a Harley Davidson Freewheeler, meaning a three-wheel motorcycle, also known as a trike. And I do have the goal, following a recent surgery, of getting back on my bike and get out on the open road. I mentioned that I have a goal by the end of the summer to take some type of trip, and I've questioned myself based on how I feel if I'm going to be able to do that by the end of the summer. When I say end of the summer, I mean around the end of August of 2026. That's one thing I did learn in physical therapy, and I already came with it, but to have a goal. My physical therapist told me that so many people come to physical therapy without a goal, and those are the ones that at times don't seem to really progress or who meet their best standard of living. So I did walk in with the goal of being much better than I was before I even had the need for a surgery. Being out on my motorcycle, just being out catching wind, it really is a stress reliever. I started riding later in life. I took a class back when I was 45 and failed the class on the second day, was all disappointed. And then I took the class again 3 years later at the age of 48 and passed. And I've been riding ever since. And I actually started riding on a two-wheel motorcycle. And I did that for a while. And I took a few rides with my husband on back roads. I did a little highway riding. We went to a few lakes in our area and to some state parks. But I don't know if I ever felt confident enough to do the long distance riding that me and my husband do on a regular basis. I was already riding with him state to state on the back of his bike. And I never felt confident enough to do that kind of riding. And that's what I wanted to do. As a matter of fact, when I took my class, I wanted a three-wheel motorcycle. Although I wanted a three-wheel motorcycle, that's an investment. And I think the initial thought was to get a small two-wheel motorcycle. It's a smaller investment, see how I like it before making the investment of my freewheeler. But I will say in the end, I'm glad that I did have the two-wheel experience, but there's nothing like this freewheeler. This freewheeler, it has the heel to toe, the heel and toe shifter, which for me was a big deal. I really struggled with the shifting on my two-wheel, which was a Harley Davidson 750 Street. The way, that you sit on that bike, it's a street bike. It's not a cruiser. So I wasn't like getting that comfortable sit when I rode that motorcycle. This motorcycle that I have is a comfortable bike. I've been able to ride states and states away in comfort. And so sometimes you have to invest in the bike that you will ride. You can do a small investment, but if you're not going to really ride it and you're not feeling 100% comfortable, then you have to question if there was real value there. This video was shot when I was feeling a lot better. I still had some challenges in my health, but back in this day, I was able to move around and ride my bike in comfort. And I know those days are on the way back. This was a beautiful sunny day. I was doing a little solo riding by myself. Oh, you see, I don't know if you can tell, but I was actually backing up. That's another benefit of that freewheel or that three-wheel motorcycle. It does have a capability of reversing because it's a heavier bike. It's heavier than a two-wheel Harley Davidson, in which you definitely find that you have to use your feet to back up. You don't have to use your feet to back up on this bike. You don't have to. There are some two-wheel motorcycles that have reverse, but that's not a Harley Davidson function on two-wheel motorcycles. Anyway, I was really enjoying this day. I was out there listening to my music and jamming and feeling good. And when I watch videos such as this, it inspires me. It's like a vision board for me. And I don't take the time actually to put up a vision board, but a video such as this showing me something that I did in the past is a vision board. And it reminds me of good times, but it also reminds me of good times to come. What are some things that you want to do that you've been putting off or thinking you were too old to start or to try, or you were concerned about what people would think, or you thought right now I'm not physically capable of doing it, but if I challenge myself, maybe one day I would be capable of doing? What are those things on your list that you have a goal to accomplish? I've had quite a few times in my life where I put off making goals. Sometimes if it gets really busy or if I get under stress, I might just plug along, trot on through, and not take the time to do the things that bring me joy. And I may lag on my goal setting or on moving towards accomplishing the goals that I've set in the past. I think that can happen to the best of us. But if we work on trying to just add one goal to our list that will challenge us to be better or to stretch ourselves, I think it brings more joy to our lives. We surprise ourselves. Also, it gives us an opportunity to rely on God, to pray, and it just makes you happy when you see that something that you've wanted to do has been accomplished, one step at a time. Sunny days always bring a smile to my face. I've learned to be thankful for the rainy days, but I tell you, we see the fruits of a good sunny day. The green grass, the beautiful trees, flowers. Here you see lots of cars out and about. They were enjoying the air show that was nearby. If you ride a motorcycle, or if you plan on getting a motorcycle, what type of motorcycle are you interested in? Hey, don't miss that flyover. That was so cool. You never know what you're going to get on the road. Thank you all for hanging out with me and riding with me. Like, comment, and subscribe.